Shy Sports Live. We have game one of this three-game set between the Tampa Bay Rays and your Chicago Cubs. We are excited for this game as the Cubs continue to try and fight their way closer to Milwaukee and are currently 5.5 games back of the Brewers as of this moment in time. Before we get set for baseball, let's go through the lineups first for the Tampa Bay Rays. Chandler Simpson is going to lead it off playing left field. Yandy Diaz playing first base. He's hitting second. Our old friend and pal, Christopher Morano, DH and hitting third. Junior Caminero hitting fourth. The cleanup spot playing third base. Mangum playing right field, hitting fifth. Pereira hitting the sixth, playing center field. Richie Palacios hitting seventh, playing second base. Nick Fortes hitting eighth, playing catcher. And Williams hitting ninth, playing shortstop. Shane Baz on the mound for back in the lineup, hitting center field, hitting cleanup spot. Nico Horner hitting sixth, playing second base. Moises Ballesteros, the DH, hitting sixth. Dansby Swanson hitting seventh, playing shortstop. Willie Castro hitting eighth, playing right field. And Matt Shaw rounding out the first nine, playing third base. And Matthew Boyd has been a lead at home, getting the start on the mound for the Cubs today. As we are almost set for baseball. As we get set, Cubs, like we said, coming at 5.5 games back of Milwaukee at this time. As Matthew Boyd, he leads the Cubs with 17 quality starts, and that's tied for 12th in MLB. And his fastball velo is a career high for his four-seamer, averaging 93.3 miles per hour. And he's thrown the most innings this season since 2019, pre-COVID. And he'll continue that number hopefully today. It's the Cubs facing a under 500 Rays team. Like I said, the only team that's going to be over 500 at this point in time is going to be the Cincinnati Reds. But we are set for first pitch here, or about to be set for first pitch here at beautiful Wrigley Field on a beautiful Friday afternoon. Temperatures are warmer than they were in the past week, and overall, it's just a pleasant day for baseball here at the Federal Landmark. The Cubs are set for another game. And as a matter of fact, this is their 147th game of the season. So they have 15 games left to play. And currently sit 5.5 back in Milwaukee. A win here would get them back to 5 back. And for the Brewers, they are 5.5 ahead of Chicago. They're playing against the Cardinals tonight. But we're set for baseball on first pitch here as Chandler Simpson will step into the box. Matthew Boyd talking to himself. But we are ready for some baseball here at Wrigley Field. Simpson will step into the box, hitting .292, no home runs on the season, not a power hitter. He has 23 RBIs. He's played 93 games on the season. Boyd gets the call, and the first pitch of the game is a fastball, a touch low for ball one. Here is the 1-0 from Matthew Boyd. Touch off the plate, 2-0 now. 104 stolen bases in the minors last year. That's in high A and double A. That led the minor leagues. And he hit .355. 2-0. That's at the knees and the strike, 2-1. There's two pitches just missing about a half an inch lower than that, called balls. Boyd shakes off Kelly. Now gets the call he wants. Here is the 2-1 from Boyd. Late swing and a miss from Simpson, 2-2 now. Fastball 93. Simpson well late on that one. Boyd comes set. And a 2-2. All the way, it's going to run full now on Simpson. 6-pitch at bat at least to start off this game. Here's the 3-2. Fouls that one off to the left side. Count's going to stay full in a good battle and start this at bat. Simpson choking up on the bat, the lefty-lefty situation. Here is the 3-2 from Boyd. Again, waves and fouls it off. Almost like a Nico Horner approach here. Just waving at stuff, trying to foul off, stay alive. Force Boyd to throw some pitches. Here's another 3-2. Line drive, left field, asking to go over the infield and into left field for a base hit. Simpson will reach. And a good start for the Rays and a good battle. Force Boyd to throw 8 pitches in that first at bat. Bring up the power hitting Yandy Diaz. Good speed of board on first. Boyd has a really good pickoff move though. Here's the first pitch. That's off the plate, ball 1. Simpson has 40 stolen bases this season, 5 behind Jose Caballero, former Yankee or former Ray. So here is the pickoff attempt at first. Simpson is back in time. Matthew, he leads the MLB with 10 pickoffs in the season. I've seen him do it a few times on these broadcasts. Here comes set. Simpson getting an average lead. Here's the 1-0. Up and away. That gets off to the backstop and bounces off the bricks up the third base line. That is going to be a wild pitch. Matthew Boyd, that one was nowhere near the zone. Now the Rays have a runner in scoring position. It's kind of been a awkward start for Boyd. And honestly, Cubs probably catch a break that ball hit the bricks. Otherwise, Simpson might have been able to hit the third. The 2-0. That's up and in and 3-0, and hasn't been the start to this game that Boyd's wanted. He's thrown 11 pitches, 6 balls, 5 strikes. Diaz hitting 23 home runs on the season, 78 RBIs, 292 average. And one of the most consistent hitters with Tampa in his career, the 3-0. That's off the plate, ball 4. So a single, a wild pitch, and a walk, and the Rays have runners on first and second now to start the game. I'm going to bring up our old friend and pal, but now foe, Christopher Morel. Traded to Tampa last year for Isaac Paredes. Paredes is now with the Astros. Got a little cheer from Cubs fans. First pitch, waves and misses at that curve, low for ball for strike 1. Now, not looking like an impressive swing from Morel. With the Cubs, though, he had 228, 60 homers, 168 RBIs, and 23 games. Those 3 seasons with Chicago. A 1 high fly ball hit towards left center field. That ball is up, and that ball is going to leave. So Christopher Morel in his first game back in Chicago hits his 11th home run out in the left field bleachers, and the Rays take a 3-0 lead to start this game. 107.4 off the bat on the exit velo and a projected distance of 383 feet. Got a fastball middle on the outer third part of the plate. And he hit that ball about 5 rows up in the left field seats. So good for morale. Unfortunately for the Cubs, that's bad. And I'm going to bring up Junior Caminero, another guy who could hit the ball hard. Here's the first pitch from Matthew. Swings and waves at 94, right down the middle for strike one. Here is the 0-1. That's inside. It's 1-1 now. "42 home runs this season for Caminero, 106 RBIs, 140 games. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. Hopped up towards Horner. He'll grab it and fly to first, and that's the first out of this ball game. Curveball nearly hitting Matthew, and I think it hit the bag, second base bag, and hopped up. And yeah, hit the bag. Good reaction from Horner to get his glove up. Make the play. Here's the first pitch to Mangum. Catches inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Jake Mangum, 2 home runs, 35 RBIs, 295 average in 102 games this season. Here's the 0-1. Hard ground ball, that's up the middle, and that's a base hit for Mangum, and that's another hit for the Rays in this inning. Look at the Rays, 3 hits in the inning. It's not been a good game for Boyd to start. Pereira. Everson Pereira. First pitch from Boyd. Backdoor curveball, swinging a miss, strike one. Pereira, 152 average on the season, only 16 games, small sample size. Playing center field for the Rays today. Boyd will come set. Average leader at first, the 0-1. That catches inside corner for a strike, 0-2 now, Pereira. Boyd will come set. Go over to first, Mangum back in time. I think Mangum's asking for a potential balk call there. Can kind of see what he's talking about. His lead leg definitely came home past that 45-degree mark. Here's the 0-2. High fly ball, right field, tailing towards foul territory. Castro going over the corner will make the catch for the second out. Two gone in, that's going to bring up Richie Palacios. 22 pitches for Matthew in this first inning. He'll have to throw at least one or more pitches in this inning. Palacios, 8 games this season. He's hitting .316, a home run, an RBI, .526 slugging. Lefty here. First pitch from Boyd at the knees. That's a strike, 0-1. Palacios doesn't look too thrilled with the call. However, that pitch, according to our zone, did catch the bottom of it. Boyd will come set. The 0-1. Jandam popped up behind home plate, out of play. 0-2 now. Boyd will come set. The 0-2. 1 away, that's ball 1. 1-2 now on Matthew Boyd, or on Richie Palacios. It's been a taxed and long inning for Boyd to start off this game. Here's the 1-2. 1 away, 2-2 now. 4 on the pitch clock. Boyd comes set. 2-2. Rommel hit up the middle. Grabbing to Swanson. He'll fire the first in time for the third out. But a 3-run home run from our old friend Christopher Moreau do some damage. Led to the bottom of the first on Shy Sports Live. Rays on top, 3-0. Welcome back here to Wrigley Field. Bottom of the first, as the Rays put up a 3 spot in the top half of the first inning. 3 hits and a walk. That inning surrendered by Bush, but one of those hits being a 3-run home run from our old friend, old pal, now foe, Christopher Morel. As Shane Baz is on the mound for the Rays for today's game. A young right-hander who was a 12th overall pick by Pittsburgh was traded over here for leaving the Austin Meadows trade. At home, he has not been good. 6.28 ERA on the road, though, 3.59. And over half of his strikeouts this season have come via the curveball. First pitch to Bush misses high, according to our home plate umpire, Marvin Hudson. By the way, happy retirement to Anthony Rizzo. He officially announced his retirement a couple days ago. He is going to retire as a Cub. I believe tomorrow is that ceremony. The 1-0, that's the strike. 1-1 now. And he'll now become a Cubs ambassador. So he'll be affiliated with the Cubs for a long time. Baz will come set, the 1-1. Bush shows bunt, he pulls it back. They appeal towards third. They say he brought it back. Pitch misthrown in, it's 2-1 on Bush, who is going to ask for time. Baz will come set to 2-1. Rommel pulled towards second base. Palacios grabs it, fires over to Diaz for the first outs. So Bush goes down some weak contact. Right up Ian Happ. .237 average, 20 home runs. He's when he first started broadcasting these games, his average was like around 220. He's been able to get about 17 points on his average. There's a strike on the outside corner. And he's hit the ball pretty hard. Baz will come set. Here's the 0-1. Misses high, 1-1 now on Happ. And top of the first inning, Chandler Simpson was only a single, but he made Boyd work. It definitely worked. Here's the 1-1. Shot back to the screen, fouled off. 1-2 now on Happ. As his overall ERA is 4.92. Here's the 1-2. At the knees, good pitch, called strike 3, and that's out number 2. First strikeout for Baz today, and that'll bring up Carson Kelly. So 8 pitches, 2 outs for Baz. It wasn't until Junior Camanero's ground ball up the middle off the bag. 4-later until Boyd recorded it out. Baz will come set, first pitch to Kelly, swinging a miss at a fastball, chest high for strike 1. Last 6 games for Kelly, he has 4 home runs. And that was after the last hit was a home run. Baz just gets the pitch off, and the pitch clock, line drive left center field. This is going to get down. Cut off from Simpson, will fire it in, and a good play there to hold Kelly to a line drive single in the gap. 3.4 exit velo. There's a fastball middle off. And Kelly just got good wood on it. All right, Pete Crow Armstrong. Back in the lineup and getting some action now. Pitch from Baz, misses high for ball 1. 251 average this season for Pete. 28 home runs, 87 RBIs. 2 away from hitting 30-30. One swing in the bat here can make it a 1-run game. Here's the 1-0. Change up on the outside corner, first strike, 1-1. That was a good pitch from Baz. Wicked movement on that one. Painted it. Here's the 1-1. And a dirt good block from Fortes. 2-1 now. Saved a wild pitch there. Just kind of had to emergency grab that with his glove. That was a curveball that just was spiked 55 feet. Barely got to the front edge of the batter's box. 2-1 count on Pete. The pitch up and away with a fastball. 3-1 now. Warner's on deck. Chance here to bring the tie and run up to the plate. As will come set. 3-1. Nice curveball. Full count now on PCA. That was a perfect pitch. Everybody off with the pitch to 3-2. Swing and a miss on a changeup, strike 3. Cubs get a hit but don't score. Well to the second. 3-0 Rays. Welcome back here to Wrigley Field. The Cubs trail the Rays 3-0 after the first inning of play. As Christopher Morel, a 3-run home run in the top of the first inning, has returned to Wrigley Field since getting traded last season. Getting traded from Chicago to Tampa for Isaac Paredes. Paredes is not with Tampa anymore. He's with the Astros. A beautiful afternoon in Wrigley Field. First pitch. Cortez up and away from Boyd for ball one. It's not been a sharp game for Matthew. Here's the 1-0. A fly, that's out of play, 1-1 now. One, give me up a curve, popped up off the end of the bat. Left field out of play, 1-2 now on Fortes. Inside out swing just fouled on the first base side. Fortes tried to go inside out on a fastball in or third down the line, and he just missed it. Going fair. Boyd is ready to 1-2. Fouls it towards the third baseline foul. It's starting to shape up to be like the Chandler Simpson at bat in the top of the first. Just made Boyd through a lot of pitches. Worked him to a full count, and he just lined it in the left field for a base hit. We'll see if Fortes tries to do that here. That's off the plate on the changeup, 2-2 now. This will be pitch number 70 at bat. Chopper, that's going to go foul. Here's a 2-2. Line drive center field, but that's right to PCA, and that'll be caught for the first out. Fortes lines out, that'll bring up Williams. Carson Williams, 9-hole hitter for Tampa. Here's the first pitch. Line drive right field. Castro comes in. He'll make the catch, and that's out number 2. So Boyd needed there. After a long first at bat, gets a first pitch out on the second at bat. That'll bring us back to the top of the order for Chandler Simpson. 1-for-1 with that single to start the game. For Boyd, you realize he made you work. You just waved at pitches and fouled it off, so you got to be strategic here and throw some good pitches. So misses out the play for ball one. He started Simpson 2-0 in the first at bat. So we'll see what he does here. 1-0, Simpson pops it up left side. That's going to be out of play, 1-1 now. Boyd comes set. Here's the 1-1 to Simpson. Curveball head towards left field, tailing, but Happ will camp under and make the catch for the third out. Rays go down in order 1, 2, 3. To the bottom for third second we go on Tri Sports Live. 3-0 Rays. Welcome back here to the bottom of the second. First pitch, Nico Hoerner misses inside for ball 1. Hoerner 6 home runs this season now, 56 RBIs. Here's the 1-0 from Boz. Line drive left field over the head of Williams and drops in the left field for a base hit. So Hoerner has a single. Second hit of the game for the Cubs now. Another fastball off, hit hard by a Cub to left center field. Moises Ballesteros DHing today for the Cubs. Pitch fouled back to the screen for strike 1. Ballesteros has only played in 6 games this season for Chicago. .222 average, no home runs driven in 6. Slugging down to .278, so he's not hitting for power or extra base hits. The 0-1. Off the plate. 1-on-1 now to Ballesteros. 50th ranked prospect for the in the MLB pipeline. Hit .316 with the Iowa Cubs in AAA. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball pulled foul. It's 1-2 now on Ballesteros. Shane Bazzaria, excuse me. Bazzaria has a couple strikeouts today. Here's the 1-2. Another good block from Fortes. 2-2 now. Happ and PCA are those strikeout victims. One swinging, one looking. Who is this from Venezuela? 2-2. Pickoff attempt to first. And almost got away from Diaz. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Top or bottom of the second. 22 pitches for Baz in the game. 3-0 lead for Tampa. Hoerner led off the inning with a line drive single in left field. As becomes set, the 2-2. Chopper hit weakly. Basil just grab it and he'll flip to Diaz at first for the first down. Warner will move to second. Runner in scoring position for the Cubs for Dansby Swanson. Paz didn't get a hit, but he at least moved the runner up 90 feet. Cubs will have to hit with the runner in scoring position now. 22 home runs this season for Dansby, 71 RBIs, about on pace for what he's done with the Cubs in his career. As will come set, the pitch. Slide on the outside corner, good pitch for strike one. Notice there on that first pitch, Baz, he came set, he brought his glove and the baseball further in towards his body and covered it up. Zemeckis is inside, trying to avoid Warner from being able to see the grip and transmitting that in any sort of signal to Dansby Swanson. It's 1-1 now on Swanson. The pitch. Oh. Caught the inside corner for a strike. The box at least had that miss a couple inches inside. With it being a curveball, that tells me that pitch never really kind of catches the plate. It's 1-2. Oh, up and in. Nearly hit Swanson. They appeal to first. So he did not swing. It's 2-2 now. So you get your bell wrong after questionable call. And Dansby did check his swing. Part of that is just trying to get out of the way. And 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Dansby. The pitch. Ground ball hit up the middle. And off the diving glove of Williams. This is going to allow Horner to make the turn and come home and score. Heading to second, and Swanson to throw is late in time. That's going to be what I presume they're going to rule a double. Horner will score off the diving goal of Williams, and that Horner would have scored anyways, but Swanson would not have gone to second base. Just off the tip of the glove from Williams. Cubs get a run on the board now. So here's Castro, first pitch, shows bunt, pulls it back, it pitches up and away for ball one. Cubs just gotta eat away at this deficit. Here's the 1-0. I'll have to play with a changeup 2-0 now. As will come set. The 2-0. In off the plate, 3-0 now. After Willie, it's going to be Matt Shaw, the 9-hole hitter. As will come set, the 3-0. Up and away, ball 4. Castro reaches. The tying run is on first base, and the go-ahead run, Matt Shaw comes to the plate. The pitching coach is going to come out to talk with Shane. It was a relatively clean first inning for Shane Bass. He was single, but got out of it. Struck out 2. In this inning, it's been a couple of hard hits and a walk. And the only out was a weakly hit chopper from Ballesteros back to Bass. Now, walk does set up a double play opportunity. For Tampa is Matt Shaw looking on to step into the box. has really lived up to the hype defensively. Offensively, he has not hit for average. Has hit the ball to the ballpark here and there. Here's the first pitch. Gets to the top of the zone for a strike, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. That's up. It's 1-1 now. Since the All-Star break for Matt, which has been 49 games he's played in, he has 9 home runs. He's hitting .268. A 1-1. Foul tipped into the glove. 1-2 now. Helmet came off on the swing. Fastball was right down the middle. When you're facing a guy who throws upper 90s, you don't need to swing like you're trying to crush this ball over the rooftops. Nice easy swing can do just as much damage. Here's 1-2, and he swings and misses, chases a fastball up and in for out number 2. Third strikeout for Baz in this game, and then we got Michael Busch, who's 0-for-1 today with a ground out. Fastball up and on the hands, well out of the zone, and Shaw just chases it. As will come set, the first pitch. Line drive right field, off, past the glove of Palacios. 1 run's going to score. And heading to third is Castro, and the Cubs are now down by 1. That was an off-speed pitch. Breaking pitch, like some sort of curve, past the diving glove of Palacios. It's a 1-run game. Tying run on third. Ian Happ is 0-for-1 today. Struck out looking. Here's the first pitch. Jandam fouled it off. 0-1. Happ hitting .237 on the season. Oh, 1 off the plate, 1-1 now. Line drive right field, has to get down. Cubs are going to tie this game up at 3. Heading to third is Castro. The Cubs have tied it in the bottom of the second inning. It's now 5 hits for the Cubs in this game. 4 have come in the inning. And that was another breaking pitch from Baz. Now we're at the man who got the only hit of the game at the inning last inning, Carson Kelly. And Baz will step off. First disengagement for Shane Baz. First pitch fastball misses up for ball 1. So the Cubs erased that 3-run home run from Christopher Morel pretty quickly. Took 2 innings. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Good slider. 1-1 now. So, breaking ball has been hit pretty hard in this game now from Shane Baz. Because we're seeing it well. He's probably going to go away from it now. Got to be ready for that fastball slider. 1-1 goes with another slider just off the play for ball 2. Also has a wicked changeup who got PCA out on in the first. Long start to this game, over 40 minutes played already. Here's a 2-1 inside. It's 3-1 now. Rewind, foul back to the bricks. Full count now. Happ will be off at the pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Tied at 3 at Wrigley. 3 in the first for Tampa. 3 in the second for Chicago. As a good to call, Hill comes set. The 3-2. At the knees, called strike 3. Perfect pitch. That's 4 strikeouts now for Baz. But the Cubs strike for 3 in the inning. One to the third in Shy Sports Live. Cubs tied with Tampa at 3. Welcome back here to Wrigley Field. Top of the third. Matthew Boyd 10-1 at Wrigley, and that enters today. And he's the only pitcher with 10-plus wins at a single ballpark this season. His ERA is at 2.16. Of course, that's gone up a little bit. Here's the first pitch to Yandy Diaz. Curve at the knees into strike 0-1. Diaz walked in his first plate appearance. Here's the 0-1. Check the swing. Fastball misses up for ball 1-1 now. Christopher Morel, 3-run home run at the top of the first. Made it 3-0 Tampa, but a string of hits for the Cubs. That's still in the dirt. 2-1 now. Diaz with a string of hits for the Cubs in the bottom of the second. 4 hits and a walk in that bottom of the second. Allowed them to get 3 runs, and we were back tied at 3. Here's the 2-1. Line drive pulled foul. It's 2-2 now on Diaz. Boyd will come set. Here's the 2-2. Inside corner, fouls it off back to the screen. 2-2 now. Two off the plate. Full count now. Here's the 3-2. Fouled out of play. We'll do it again. Here's a 3-2. High fly ball hit the left field down the line. Happ will make the catch for the first out. Of this inning. Then we have Christopher Morel, the man who did the damage in the top of the first inning, the 3-run home run. Made it 3-0 at the time. Cubs came back and tied it at 3 in the bottom of the second. Here is the first pitch from Boyd. Line drive pulled over the leaping glove of Shaw. It's foul. Strike one, just foul. Very close. It was foul. Couple inches. Here's the 0-1. Out of play, 0-2 now, Morel. It's all the way 1-2 now. Of course, Morel's biggest hit probably has to come against the White Sox in that walk-off home run couple seasons ago. Here's the 1-2. Hold down the third baseline foul. Seems like Matthews been unable to really put away Rays hitters that well today. A lot of battles. Here's the 1-2. Well out to play 2-2 now. It's a 2-2. In the dirt, no offer. Full count now on Morel. Three-two. Good pitch. Called strike 3. Confused Morel, but that was a good pitch. And that's out number 2. I'm going to give Boyd his first strikeout of the game. That was some cutting action. That was a slider that caught the inner third for a strike. So here's Junior Caminero. 0-for-1 today. First pitch from Boyd. That catches the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Caminero grounded out back to Horner up the middle. Oh, 1. Foul out of play. 0-2 now on Caminero. Will ask for time. It's only timeout allotted to the event. Boyd will come set. And the 0-2. That's low to 1-2 now on Caminero. Here's 1-2. Well off the play, 2-2 now. There's a changeup at 78 that just never even came close. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the third, and Wrigley tied at 3. Game 1 of this 3-game set. Here's a 2-2. Fly ball, head pretty well towards right center field. PCO can't under throw, and he will make the catch for the third out. Raise go down in order 1, 2, 3 to the bottom. There we go. Tied at 3 on Tri Sports Live. Welcome back at the regular field. Cubs and Rays tied at 3. First pitch to PC is a foul ball and a cutter. 0-1. "47 pitches for Shane Baz for the first 2 innings of play. Struck out 4 Cubs hitters. Here's the 0-1 to PCA. Ground ball pulled foul, 0-2 now. One of those strikeout victims swinging on a changeup. Here's the 0-2. Top of the zone, called strike 3. Second time PCA's gone down on strikes. That's 5 strikeouts now for Shane Baz. He went just straight heat on the inside corner. Nico Hoerner, line drive single in his last at bat. As will come set. First pitch on away for ball 1. Hoerner singled and scored a run. Average ever so closely climbing back up to 300. He's hitting 295. Here's the 1-0. Late swing, fouls it off. 1-1 now. He's a full 10 points behind Turner. Hitting 305. 1-1. Check swing, foul ball. 1-2 now. Trey Turner hitting 305 on the season. Hoerner calls for time. He'll slip back into the box. It's 1-2 from Baz. Our late swing and just fouls it off. 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2 now. Approaching the 1 hour mark of this ball game. As will come set. The 2-2. Going away, full count now. As last for new baseball. Comes set. 3-2. Nice swing and fouls it off, and another good battle between these two. The first at bat was a long battle. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the third, tied at 3 in Wrigley in game 1 of this 3-game set between Tampa and Chicago. 3-2. Misses up and in for ball 4. Horner walks. Running a Ballesteros. 1 out. That's the second walk issued from Baz. Ballesteros rounded back to Baz in his first at bat. Moved Horner up to second. Those were zeros at the time. First pitch. Fastball under third. That's a strike on 1. A 1 in the dirt. Good block there from Fortes. 1-1 now on Ballesteros. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball pulled hard down the line. That's going to stay fair and go all the way to the wall. Horner's going to run second into third. Ball sticks in the right field corner. Horner's going to score easily. Throws to the plate. And Moises Ballesteros, so 1 out triple, and the Cubs had taken the lead. .108.4 off the bat in Exetville, and that's 4 unanswered runs for the Cubs after Morels threw a home run to start this game. Got a cutter on her third and just pulled it hard down the line. And as soon as Ballesteros saw it get past and started heading towards the corner, he was on his horse. First pitch to Swanson's fouled off for strike 1. The Cubs have made Shane Baz work. Here's the 0-1. Outside corner, that's a strike 0-2 now. Time is called from Swanson. His first time allotted. His only time allotted. The at-bat had an RBI double and scored a run in his last at-bat. Here's the 0-2. Up and in. I don't know if it hit Swanson or the bat. There has been no call. I think they said it's a foul ball. And Craig Counsell's going to challenge. At the moment, it's a foul ball. Dansby, his body language kind of says that it did not hit him. You know, at a replay here. Couldn't really tell. The replay is a little too sped up. And that did look like it hit the knob off the bat. Looks like it's going to be a foul ball. It just depends on if that it might have actually did nick his meaty part of his bottom hand of the bat. However, that could also be a vibration from it hitting the knob of the bat. This is going to be difficult to overturn. It was ruled a foul ball on the field. So this is unsuccessful. The Cubs will not have a challenge anymore for the rest of this ball game. So it is a hit by pitch. The call gets overturned. So Counsell will keep his challenge. Swanson will take first. Number Willie Castro. He walked on his last plate appearance. Still think that was a little difficult to overturn that call. However, Cubs get the call. So the one out of Willie Castro walked and scored a run on his last plate appearance. First pitch from Baz. Change up at the knees. Ruled a ball. 1-0. Definitely caught the bottom of the zone according to our box on the last pitch. There's the 1-0. Not so 2-0 now. As will come set. The 2-0. Out to play 3-0 now to Castro. Here's a 3-0. Out to play ball 4. Another walk issued from Shane Baz. It's now 3 walks and a hit by pitch. And that's going to be it for him as Kevin Cash is going to come out. So it's a short outing, assuming Cash does go with the call to the pen. Looks like he will. So Baz will depart. So will we. Cubs on top 4-3. Bases loaded. Bottom of the third on Chi Sports Live. Welcome back here to Wrigley Field, September 23rd to the 25th. Cubs taking on the New York Mets in a big series there. Get your tickets at Cubs.com/tickets. Edwin Uceta in on for the 64th appearance of the season. 67 innings, 9 home runs allowed, a 3.61 ERA. So it comes set. First pitch to Matt Shaw. Catches inside corner for strike one. Kind of a funky delivery. Shaw struck out in his last at bat. Give you the final line score for Shane Baz after this pitch. Here's the 0-1. Maybe not. Ground ball weakly to second. They'll get out at second. The throw to first is not in time. Ballesteros will score. The fielder's choice ground out, and the Cubs have made it 5-3 now. We're actually going to hold on that line score because if Swanson scores, that'll be another run tacked on Shane Baz's final line. It's Michael Busch, 1 for 2. First pitch, foul out of play, strike one. So after the 3-run home run from Christopher Morel on the top of the first, the Cubs have answered with 5 straight runs. Busch has an RBI single in this game. Pick out attempt to first. Shaw back in time. Here's the 0-1. Out to play 1-1 now. That's up and away, 2-1 now on Busch. Uceta comes set, the 2-1. Line drive, right field, right at Mangum, though, for the third out. Cubs down, a couple more. We'll head to the 4th in Chicago, 5-3 Cubs on Chi Sports Live. Welcome back here to the top of the 4th in Wrigley Field. Cubs up 5-3 now. First pitch to Jake Mangum is a strike and outside corner. Shane Baz's final line, 2 1/3 innings pitched. 6 hits, 5 runs off, 5 earned, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, hit a man, left 3 on base. It was not a great outing for Shane Baz. A 1 hard hit line drive in the left field for a base hit from Mangum. For Matthew Boyd, it has not been a stellar start either. It's now his 5th hit given up. Bring up Everson Pereira. Boyd will come set. First pitch. That's low for ball 1. Forgot attempt to first back in Thomas Mangum. First disengagement. One 0. That's up and away 2-0. That's up and away 3-0 now on Pereira. Palacios on deck. Here's a 3-0. Swing and a miss. Jason 3-0 pitch. Might have been ball 4. It's 3-1 now on Pereira. That's one if you're Pereira, you just take it. You don't swing at it. So that could have been ball 4. Here's a 3-1. Foul back to the screen. Full count now on Pereira. And time is called from Pereira. His only timeout allotted the at-bat before this full count pitch. Here's a 3-2. Well, in, that's ball 4. For Boyd, that's his second walk issued of the game. Only has 1 strikeout today. We got Palacios now. 0-for-1, he grounded out in his last at bat. First pitch shows bunt, pulls it back, misses up for ball 1. Shine on the grass at third, trying to move these 2 Rays runners into scoring into second and third. Here's the 1-0. High fly ball, center field. Pete Fighting the Sun will come in and make the catch for the first out. So 1 gone in the inning. That's from Nick Fortes. For 1 today, line out to PC in his last at bat. Here's the pitch. Up and away, 1-0. Well away. Rays had the most stolen bases this season, almost over 32 ahead. Pick out to the first, and they're going to pick off Pereira for the second out. So add another one, the boys total. That's 11 now in the season. Now, that's interesting because Bush, okay, that was a great play. Bush was not at first base. He was the 1-0. This is inside. 2-0. Bush did not cover first base until Boyd started his move. It's 2-0 now. Pitch. Off the end of the bat, fouls it off. Strike one. I honestly thought that was a balk. If you go back to a few years ago when Rizzo was on the Cubs, there was a pickoff attempt to first, and he wasn't exactly covering the bag until the last second, and they called I don't remember if they called a balk, but they called something. 2-1, line drive, broken bat, pulled foul. It's 2-2 now. So it was a good play. Two balls, two strikes, two outs, top of the fourth, 1 on, 5-3 Cubs. Game one of this series. Here's a 2-2. Line drive center field. It is going to drop in front of PCA. Mingham's going to turn the corner, and he's going to head home and score. It's a 5-4 ball game now. So that pickoff really helps now. Pereira probably would have gotten the third on that play. There still would have only been one out, but there's 2 outs now and the runner on first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one to Williams. Lined out to Willie Castro in his last at bat. Here's the 0-1. Line drive. Duck slopped over to Dansby Swanson, make the catch for the third out. Rays had one, but Cubs still on top 5-4 on Shy Sports Live. To the bottom fourth we go in Wrigley Field. Welcome back at Wrigley Field. Bottom of the fourth, Cubs on top 5-4 over the Rays. Rays added one in the top of the fourth. We're in the bottom of the fourth now. First pitch, Ian Happ is 1-for-2 today from Musetta. Pops it up. Foul side. That's going to be out of play for strike one. Happ struck out looking and singled in the right center field. Has an RBI. Here's the 0-1. Line drive, hit towards right field, hit well down the line. It is going to go for a home run. Ian Happ doubles the slim lead at 6-4 now. His 21st home run of the season. 105.5 off the bat on the exit velo. A projected distance of about 370 feet. The Cubs lead 6-4 now. It's Carson Kelly, the first pitch. High fly ball popped up. Third base side, and this we got to play for foul ball. Some sinking action. And that one hit off of the scoreboard just above the basket on the right field line. On to Kelly, swinging a miss on 2 now. Kelly in his first at bat got a base hit, the 0-2. That's wide 1-2 now. Got a base hit and he struck out looking in his last at bats. So they come set to 1-2. That's low, it's 2-2 now. Here's a 2-2. Just off the plate, according to our home plate umpire, Marvin Hudson. Boxed it up like it was a strike. It's a pretty good pitch from Musetta, but did not get the call. It's 3-2 now, the pitch. Swinging a miss, strike 3, that's out number 1. Get some swinging in it, get some striking out anyways. Now we got PCA 0-for-2 today. He struck out swinging in both the bats. See that comes set, the pitch. High pop fly, right field, tailing, and that'll get out of play for a foul ball. The 0-1. That's well up and away, 1-1 now. Chopper hit weakly. Musetta's going to grab it. He's going to hurry. He will flip it over to Diaz for the second out. So a couple of strikeouts and a weekly hit ground out for PCA in his 3 at-bats so far. And then we have Nico Horner now. Swing on the left and walked. One for one today. It's the first pitch from Museta. That catches the outside corner for a strike on one. He's the 0-1. Off the plate as well. Now pitches off the plate now. 1-1 now. Here's the 1-1. Camden fouls it off 1-2 now on Horner. Two runs saved for Nico. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth. Cubs on top, 6-4. Seta comes set. The 1-2. Up and away, 2-2 now. The 2-2. That's up. It's full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth, 6-4 Cubs. Going to be a high-scoring affair. The 3-2. Line drive, hit well to left field. This ball is off the top of the wall. Horner's going to head to second. He's going to make the turn, head to third. The throw from Chandler Simpson is just late. And that's a 2-out triple for Nico Horner. What a heck of a game it's been for him, and a second triple of the game for the Cubs offense. I'm going to bring up the man who had the first triple, Moises Ballesteros. Here's pitch just off the plate for ball 1. It's now 8 hits in the game for the Cubs. 1-0, swinging a miss, 1-1 now. Here's the 1-1. It's just low, 2-1 down, Ballesteros. Two one. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. The 2-2. Up, and it's full now on Ballesteros. Museta comes set. 3-2. Line drive, 1 hopper to Palacios. He'll fire the first in time for the third out. But the Cubs had another one. Ian Happ, so the home run makes it 6-4. Led to the 5th in Chicago. 6-4 Cubs on Tri Sports Live. Welcome back here to the top of the fifth. Chandler Simpson leading off. First pitch, curveball, strike. Boyd on for his fifth inning of work, trying to get 3 outs and be in line for the win. Simpson 1 for 2 today, a single and a run scored. The 0-1. Fly ball right field. Castro going back a bit. Camps on it, though, and makes the catch for the first outs. Cubs added a 6th run in this game in the bottom of the 4th thanks to an Ian Happ solo home run on a line drive. Cubs also have a couple triples in the game today. Ballesteros and Nico Horner. Javier Assad is getting loose in that Cubs bullpen right now. Had a few starts, and now he's getting a potential opportunity out of the pen. Here's Yandy Diaz, first pitch. Curveball nicks the inside corner for a strike. Diaz 0 for 1 today, has a walk. Here's the 0-1. Line drive. On the ground, scooped by Horner, will fire to first for the second out. So 2 gone in, and that's going to bring up Christopher Morel. 1 for 2. Drove in 3 out of the 4 Rays runs today with that 3-run home run in the back in the top of the first inning. First pitch from Boyd, in the dirt for ball 1. That was the 81st pitch of the game for Matthew Boyd. Threw 27 in the first, 20 in the third, 17 in the fourth. He's thrown 5 in this inning. Here's the 1-0. About to play 2 now. He's actually now throwing 7 in this inning after these last 2 pitches. Boyd comes set. Here's the 2-0. Ground ball back up to Boyd. He'll grab it. He'll underhand flip the first. That's a quick 1-2-3 fifth. Halfway home in Chicago goes on top 6-4 on Chi Sports Live. Welcome back here to the bottom of the 5th in Wrigley Field. Kevin Kelly is in on the pitch for the Rays. Adam New State a pretty good out and out of the pen. First pitch to Kelly is to Swanson is a strike. It's the Cubs on top 6-4. Ian Happ made it 6-4 in the bottom of the 4th with a solo home run. That's on the way 1-1 now to Swanson. Here's the 1-1. Half swing and a miss. 1-2 now on Swanson. Kevin Kelly has an awkward delivery. Made his 35th appearance of the season with an ERA of 5.40. Here comes set. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Swanson goes down on strikes to start off the bottom of the 5th. Memory of Willie Castro. He's walked in both plate appearances today. First pitch. Inside corner, that's a strike on 1. Here's the 0-1. Check swing. They appeal to third. They say he went. It's 0-2 now on Castro. Castro will call for time. Step back into the box. It's the 0-2 from Kelly is a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Castro's walked twice and now he's struck out. And it's 2 strikeouts out of the pen for Kevin Kelly. And Matt Shaw, who's 0 for 2 today, strikeout and an RBI fielder's choice ground out. Kelly will come set. The pitch. High pop fly, left side, out of play, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Shows bunt, bunts it down the third base line, but it's foul. It's 0-2 now. Oh, 2 weighs it and pops it about a play. Still 0-2 now. Oh, 2. Inside, 1-2 now on Shaw. Here's the 1-2. Off the plate, 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Cubs on top, 6-4 in Wrigley Field. Game 1 of this 3-game set. Double 2-2. Popped up. Shallow center field. Palacios will camp under and make the catch for the 3rd out. Cubs go down in order 1-2-3 to the 6th. Here we go. 6-4 Cubs on Shy Sports Live.
It's time to get you paid.
Welcome back here on Chat Sports Live. Porter Hodge on the mound now for the Cubs. That has been making his 32nd appearance of the season. 6.04 ERA and 28 in the third innings pitched. 6 home runs given up. Try and pitch a clean 6th inning and get the Rays down to their final 9 outs in the game. Cubs, or Rays got the game started off up 3-0. 3-run home from Christopher Morel. Then 3 spot in the second, a 2 spot in the third, a 1 spot in the fourth. The first pitch strike to Caminero. And a 1 spot in the and there's no spot in the fifth. Cubs on top 6-4. Caminero's ground out and flown out today. 0-1, chopped foul, 0-2 now. Rays also added 1 in the fourth to make it 5-4 at the time. A home run from Happ in the bottom of the fourth made it 6-4. 0-2, low and away, 1-2 now. It's a 1-2 to Caminero. That's 1 away, 2-2 now. Here's a 2-2. Chopper hit towards short. Swanson will grab it. He'll find the first in time for the first outs. So 1 out. That'll bring up Jake Mangum. 2 for 2 today. Single in the line, or single twice today. Set the ball pretty hard. First pitch. Hodge tries to go backdoor off speed, misses just off the play for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That catches the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. One, jammed him, popped up, foul side. Now look out, a play, 1-2 now. One, two, just kind of waved at that one, fouled it off. Back to the screen. One, two, that's so 2-2 now on Mangum. And comes set to 2-2. Throws at the left field foul. Hodge comes set. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch. That's out number 2. Grounded and a strikeout here in the top of the 6th inning. That'll bring up Everson Pereira for 1 today. Good slider. Pereira today has flown out the right and walked in this game. First pitch. Just low for ball one. 1-0. Off to play 2-0 now. Two, that catches the outside corner for a strike. 2-1 now, Pereira. Here's a 2-1. That's on, it's 3-1 now. Here's a 3-1. High fly ball. Shallow center field. PCA calling everyone off, and he will make the catch for the third out. Rays go down in order 1, 2, 3. To the bottom of the sixth we go in Chicago, 6-4. Welcome back here to the bottom of the sixth in Wrigley Field. Michael Busch will lead off against Griffin Jax, new pitcher for the Rays. Busch 1 for 3 today. First pitch from Jax, off to play for ball one. Jax making his 67th appearance of the game, 59 of the season, 59 innings on the season, or 7.3 ERA. Started off the year with Minnesota. There's a strike at the top of the zone. Got traded over to Tampa. It's 1-1 now on Busch. There's the 1-1. That's at the knees and a strike. 1-2 now. One, two, swing and a miss, strike three out, number one. Jax picks up a strikeout. Happ 2 for 3, single home run driven in 2 runs. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Up and away, 1-1 now in Happ. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2 now in Ian. Ground ball, that's pulled foul. Here's the 1-2. That's up. It's 2-2 now. Apple line is stopped to left field, hit pretty well. Simpson goes back, looks up off the wall, and once again we'll get past him. Happ will take second. Third hit of the game for Ian Happ. He's a triple away from the cycle now, and that's a 1-out double. He's had a heck of a game today, and surely our player of the game. Assuming the Cubs are able to hang on and win. Carson Kelly 1 for 3 today. First pitch. This is inside for ball 1. Oh no, that's low 2-0 now. That's it there for strike 2-1 now on Kelly. Here's a 2-1. Foul ball, and I got a piece of Fortes. 2-2 now. Fortes a little shaken up. Two. One away, full count now on Kelly. Here's a 3-2. At the knees, good pitch, called strike 3. That's out number 2. PCA 0 for 3 today. A couple strikeouts, swinging, and a weak round out to the pitcher in his last at bat. Average back down to 250. First pitch. Another foul, and again Fortes got hit. This time his hands. And catchers will receive a great deal of foul ball and foul tips. Same old put umpires. Jax is ready. The 0-1. Deniz and Marvin Hudson didn't give him the call. It's 1-1 now. That was a pretty good pitch. Perfect pitch actually. Hudson didn't give it. 1-1. The pitch. Chases that one. 1-2 now. Fastball in the dirt, and Pete just chased after it. One, two. Up and away, 2-2 now in PCA. Just crossed the 2-hour mark in this game today. Bottom of the 6th inning. It's been a long game so far. 10 runs combined. Here's a 2-2. Called strike 3. Now looked a bit up and away. It's out number 3. Cubs stranded runner, don't score. Led to the top of the 7th. 6-4 Cubs on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Wrigley Field, top of the 7th. Cubs on top, 6-4. And it's Drew Pomeranz making his 50th appearance of the season. 42 1/3 innings pitched, 3.234 ERA. First pitch. Richie Palacios pulls on the ground towards Horner. He'll grab it and he'll flip over to first for the first down. So 1 pitch, 1 out. I'll bring up Nick Fortes. 1 for 2 today. He's lined out and singled. That was an RBI single. First pitch. Deniz out to strike 0-1. Pomeranz comes sets. The 0-1. Backdoor curveball catches the corner for a strike. 0-2 now. Perfect pitch from Pomeranz. The 0-2. Check the swing, appeal to first. They say he did not go. It's 1-2 now. Side angle, it's close, but Rudy did not go. 1-2 now. The pitch. Up and away, 2-2 now on Fortes. Since that 3-run home run from Morel in the first, Cubs pitching has done its job. Only 5 hits in the game, giving up the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Grounded in a strikeout to start the top half of the 7th inning. Williams is 0 for 2 today. Lined out a couple times. First pitch. Top of the zone, not to strike on 1. Here's the 0-1. Top of the zone, missing up, says Marvin Hudson. It's 1-1 now. Comes set. 1-1. Fouled off the screen, 1-2 now. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Pomeranz comes set. 1-2. Curve in the dirt, 2-2 now. Brad Keller now one up in the pen, popped up right side, tailing, but it'll be caught. Foul territory by Michael Busch. Stay tuned for the 7-inning stretch here on Side Sports Live. Cubs on 10, 6-4. So we hit stretch time. Welcome back here to Wrigley Field. Bottom of the 7th now. Cubs on top 6-4 over the Tampa Bay Rays. Leading off for the Cubs is Nico Hoerner. First pitch, just off the plate. And a new pitcher on the mound for the Rays. Eric Urzi, in his 33rd appearance of the season. 40 innings, 3.112 ERA to 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1 now. There's a lot of ground balls, almost 40%. This corner will call for time. Here's the 1-1. Alright, so 2-1 now. Here's a 2-1. Change up at the knees. That's a strike. 2-2 now. Count Shane Baz. There's 5 pitchers in this game now for the Rays. Here's a 2-2. Just waves at it, fouls it off. 2-2. It hurts that Baz had to leave in the bottom of the 3rd inning. He only went 2 1/3 innings as a starter. Rays bullpen has only given up 1 run. 2-2. The knees, yes, low. Full count. Caught the zone in the box. Marvin Hudson does not give the call, though. Did nick the bottom of the zone. 3-2. Line drive foul. Fly left side. It's going to be on the play. Here, kind of a homecoming. He attended Glenbard North. That's in Carroll Stream. The 3-2. Chaparral foul. High fly ball, left side. Williams just on unfair territory, makes the catch for the first out. So 1 gone in the bottom of the 7th. It's going to be on Moises Ballesteros. 1 for 3 today, has a triple. Only hit of the game. First pitch. Catches the outside corner for a strike on 1. Runners come set, the 0-1. Fly ball, center field shallow coming in, and that's going to drop in front of Pereira for the second hit of the game for Ballesteros. It's been a good day for Moises. So we get the Cubs double-digit hits now, 10 hits of the game. So off the bat, just dumper in the center field. So that'll bring up Dansby Swanson, who's 1 for 2 today. Here's the first pitch. Foul ball out of play, strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the nice changeup. 0-2 now in Swanson. Cubs on top 6-4, bottom of the 7th here in Ringwood Field. Game 1 of this 3-game set against Tampa. Trying to continue to put pressure on Milwaukee. The 0-2. And on the hands, fouls off. Coming into this game, 5.5 back. Milwaukee plays later today and tonight in Milwaukee against the Cardinals. Cardinals can play some spoiler and try and get the Cubs ever so closer to getting back into this divisional race. The 0-2. Popped out of play. Win would move them up, and a win would move them 5 games back at the moment. A win for the Brewers would drop them back to 5.5 again, but the loss for the Brewers would move them to 4.5 back. That would really put pressure on Milwaukee, who struggled against the Rangers. The Cubs didn't lose a series to the Nationals. They would only be 4.5 back right now. Here's the 0-2. Off the plate, 1-2 now to Swanson. Morris comes set, the 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2 now. Morris comes set. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gets away from Fortes into the backstop. They did not rule a foul ball. Ballesteros will take second on a wild pitch. I guess that would be considered a pass ball, potentially. Yeah, that's going to be a pass ball on the catcher, Fortes. Here's Willie Castro. There's a called strike on 1. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball hit towards third. It's fair. Throw to first is late. Caminero played it in fair territory. It probably would have been smart to let it go foul. And that's going to be an infield single for Willie Castro. Ballesteros will head to third. It actually, that was my fault. It actually looked like it was going to stay fair. Maybe even hit off the bag. Just a tough play. Then we got Matt Shaw, who's 0 for 3 today. Time is called. Looks like there's going to be a mound visit. Pitching coach is coming out to talk. Take a quick break for about 20 seconds. Bottom of the 7th here at Wrigley Field. Matt Shaw will step in 0 for 3. Flat on the 5th inning, has an RBI. 2 outs here. 6-4 Cubs. Trying to tack on some insurance runs here. The Rays down to their final 6 outs offensively. Here's the first pitch. Off to play for ball 1. Pick attempt to first. They're going to pick off Castro. Go to second is in time for the out. And that will get rid of any Cubs rally. Played 7 in Chicago. Cubs on top 6-4 on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back at Wrigley Field. First pitch from Brad Keller, new pitcher out of the pen for the Cubs, making his 62nd appearance of the season. 2 and 3 ERA to 1-0. That's off the plate. 2-0 now to Chandler Simpson. Went off the game with a single. It's 1 for 3 overall. He's flown out twice today. Here's a 2-0. Chopper hit towards Horner. He'll grab it by the first in time for the first out. Rays down to their final 5 outs in this afternoon's ball game. Now bring up Yandy Diaz, 0 for 2 today. Walked, flown on, and grounded out. First pitch. At the knees, that's a fastball and a strike, 0-1. There's the 0-1. At the knees again, and a strike, 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. On the way, 1-2 now. And 2 at the knees. Good pitch and a called strike 3. Rays down to their final 4 outs in today's ball game. All right, Christopher Morel, 1 for 3, has done the damage mainly for the Rays stay. A 3-run home run on the top of the first inning. It's only hit of the game. First pitch. Check the swing, appeal to first. They say he did not go. It's ball 1. Side replay. Again, very close. Here's the 1-0. About to play 2-0 now. 2-0. Hudson gives them the call. It's 2-1 now. Good inch and a half off the plate. Here's a 2-1. Half swing, 2-2 now on Morel. Two. Ground ball pulled foul. Perfect pitch, called strike 3. 1-2-3-8 for Brad Keller. Well, that's to the bottom half of the inning. Cubs on top, 6-4 on Tri Sports Live. Welcome back at the regular field. Talk about our game summary. Bottom of the 8th inning, Cubs on top 6-4. Matthew Boyd pitched 5 innings, gave 5 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, struck out 1. Morel had a 3-run home run in the first inning. Horner has a single, triple, and 2 runs today. Ian Happ had a solo home run in the 4th. And the Cubs bullpen, 3 innings pitched, no hits, runs, walks, and has 4 strikeouts. Cubs 3 outs away from winning this ball game. First pitch from Boers to Matt Shaw misses up and away for ball 1 to start the bottom half of this 8th inning. Stick around for the post-game segment of this game. Wrapping up with the line scores and stats. After we hopefully sing that song, here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1 now. Cubs looking for win number 84 on the season. Here's the 1-1. That's up, it's 2-1 now. Here's a 2-1. Ground ball pulled foul. 2-2 now on Shaw. Two. That's up. It's full now. Again, this would have moved the Cubs within 5 games back. Milwaukee, depending on the game tonight for Milwaukee. Cubs could either move up to another half game to 4.5 back or drop back a half game to 5.5, assuming the Cubs hang on and win. Top of the zone misses just up for ball 4. Shaw will reach on a walk. We got Michael Busch, who's 1 for 4 today. Morris comes set. The pitch. That's well up and away, 1-0. RBI single on this game today for Busch. 77 RBIs on the season now. Shaw, sizable lead, pick off attempt to first. Shaw's back in time. One out, top of the zone, that's a strike, 1-1. Orris comes set to 1-1. High fly ball hit well to right center field. Diving and making the catch is Mangum, heading back to first to Shaw. And actually he did not make the catch. So Busch is called out on a tag. Shaw moved to second. And now everything's all confusing right now. Rays are going to tag first. Replay, so it did short hop. So in the end, it's a single, and Busch is thrown out. There's one of the fans are reacting, but Busch is out anyways. I don't know why the fans are booing. First pitch to Happ. That's off the play for ball 1. It's a 1-0. And Hudson does not get the call. It's 2-0 now. That was a perfect pitch. I don't know how you missed that call. Here's a 2-0. And that catches inside corner for a strike, 2-1 now. This fans probably booed the fact that Busch. I mean, they call it a hit on the field. It looked like. I don't know why the Cubs fans are really booing. Here's a 2-1. It's fouled off the screen, 2-2 now. I mean, if anything, that's just bad base running for Michael Busch. Two. That's up. It's full now on Busch, or on Happ. Happ 3 for 4 today. A single, home run, double. He showed in 2. Andrew Kittredge is warming up in the bullpen to close it out. But a triple would give Happ the cycle. Three-two. And so it's ball 4. Happ will reach base, and that'll bring up Carson Kelly. And that's going to be it for Orris. Cash will come out and get him. We'll depart after this. Actually, no, we won't. We'll take a look at some scores. Cubs on top 6-4. I don't know why I say let's look for scores, because there's no other ball games going on right now. But we'll just talk about who is supposed to come on later today. So, all these games are nightcaps. Nationals and Pirates are scheduled to start 5:45 Central Time. Same with Phillies and Royals. Orioles and Blue Jays scheduled to start off at 6:07 Central Time. Rangers and Mets 6:10 Central Time. Same with the White Sox and Guardians. Tigers and Marlins, and Red Sox and Yankees. Red Sox and Yankees will be on Apple TV Plus. The first of two games on that bad thing. 7:15 start between the Braves and Astros. 8:10 starts for the D-backs and Twins, and Cardinals and Brewers. 7:10 starts. And then the late evening 8:40 start for the Rockies and Padres, and then the late night caps, the Reds and Athletics at 9:05 Central Time. The Angels and Mariners at 9:10, and the Dodgers and Giants at 9:15 p.m. Now, around your scoreboard update. We'll depart for a few seconds on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the bottom of the eighth inning on Shy Sports Live. 6-4 Cubs. Garrett Clevenger is on the mound now for the Cubs, or for the Rays, the lefty, and he cannot hear his pitch count. This is his 60th appearance of the season, 54 innings, a 2.0 ERA, 6 home runs allowed, a 34.4% strikeout rate, and an 8.4% walk rate. Throwing ground balls almost half the time. Clevenger gets a new pitch com. Step back on the mound, and we are officially ready to continue this bottom of the eighth inning now. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Preston Kelly 1 for 4 today with a single. That was back in the first inning. Is the 0-1. Out of play. 0-2 now. Runners were off with the pitch. Clevenger comes sets. He's going to show a pickoff back to second. First disengagement. Clevenger comes sets. 0-2. Check the swing, appeal to first. They say he did not go. It's 1-2 now. Replay again. Again, all these check swings, they have been close on the replays. But I think the calls have been made correctly. 1-2. Fly ball head towards right center field. Mangum will camp under and make the catch. Shaw will hold at second for the second out of the inning. Running a PCA. Oh for 4 today. Struck out twice, one swinging, or struck out 3 times today. He struck out twice looking, one swinging, and he's grounded out today. First pitch, going in for ball 1. Renault chopped off of his fleet foot, 1-1 now on PCA. One. He's going to go front door off speed. Just misses inside. 2-1 now on PCA. Clevenger comes sense. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. Two. Flare to center field. It's going to be caught while falling down from Richie Palacios. Cubs strand 2, don't score. To the 9th inning we go. 6-4 Cubs on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Wrigley Field. Andrew Kittredge on for his 49th appearance of the season and his 5th save opportunity. 3 of 4 through this point in time. We'll face Junior Caminero first, and the pitch. Slider to needs is a strike. There was a heavy dose of sliders and sinkers. Cubs 3 outs away from winning the opener of this series. Caminero 0 for 3 today, 2 groundouts and a flyout. The 0-1. It's on away 1-1. It's definitely been the longest broadcasted game here on Shy Sports Live. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball pulled. Shaw grabs it. Fires the first in time for the first out. 1 gone. That'll bring up Jake Mangum. 5 strikeouts today for the Cubs as a team. The Cubs trying to win 84 games on the season and move ever so closely to clinching a playoff spot. First pitch. Chopper hit weakly in front of the plate. Kelly goes out and grabs it, fires a first in time for the second out. And the Rays are down to their final out in this game this afternoon. I'll bring up Everson Pereira. This is actually a pinch hitter. First pitch, strike at the knees. Josh Lowe. The 0-1. Fouled back to the screen. It's 0-2, and the Rays are down to their final strike in this game this afternoon. Pitchers will come set. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The Cubs win it. 6-4, and it's time to play that song at Wrigley. Well, that is going to do it for today's game. The Cubs win it 6-4. We're going to wrap it up with the final line and stats after this on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back to Shy Sports Live. Time to wrap up the post-game show. Cubs win it 6-4, their 84th win of the season. And for the moment, now 5 games back on Milwaukee. Of course, that Milwaukee Cardinals game going to take off and get underway in about 2 hours from now. So we really won't know until the end of tonight, until we find out out if the Cubs move up to 4.5 back or drop back to 5.5 back. But let's go through some stats first with the scoring by inning. Tampa got 3 out of 4 runs in the first inning, a 3-run home run for Christopher Morel in the third inning in his first game back at Wrigley. Got the damage done, and all of a sudden you're thinking that, oh boy, this might be a tough start and a tough day for the Cubs, but Cubs answered a 3-run home run with 3 runs in the second inning of their own. Lots of hits in that inning, 4 hits overall in that inning. They added 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and did not score since. The Rays added 1 at the top of the fourth to make it 6-4. But for a total of 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Tampa Bay. 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors for Chicago. Now let's look at some individual stats first for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Chandler Simpson 1 for 4 today with a run scored. Yandy Diaz 1 for 3 with a run scored, a walk and a strikeout. Christopher Morel 1 for 4 with a run, 3 RBIs, 2 strikeouts. That 3-run home run was the main damage. Junior Caminero 1 for 4 today. Jake Mangum 2 for 4, a run and a strikeout. Everson Pereira went 0 for 2 today with a walk. Josh Lowe got the last at bat of the game, struck out 0 for 1. Richie Palacios went 0 for 3 today. Nick Fortes went 1 for 3 today with an RBI and a strikeout. And Williams went 0 for 3 today for a total of 31 at-bats, 4 runs, 5 hits, 4 RBIs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Home run from Morel, total bases, Simpson had 1, Mangum had 2, Fortes had 1, and Morel had 4. The Rays left 2 men on base. For the Cubs, Michael Busch, 2 for 5 today with an RBI and a strikeout. Ian Happ played the game today, 3 for 4 today, a run, 2 RBIs, a walk, and a strikeout. Just finished a triple away from the cycle. Carson Kelly went 1 for 5 today with 3 strikeouts. PCA continues his slump 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. Nico Horner had a good game today, 2 for 3 with 2 runs. 2 runs and a walk. Moises Ballesteros, 2 for 4 today, had a triple, run scored, an RBI. Dansby Swanson went 1 for 3 today, a run, an RBI, 2 strikeouts. Willie Castro went 1 for 2 today with a run, 2 walks, and a strikeout. And Matt Shaw went 0 for 3 today with an RBI, a walk, and a strikeout for a total of 34 at-bats, 6 hits, 6 runs, 12 hits, 6 RBIs, 5 walks, and 12 strikeouts for Cubs hitting. Cubs had doubles by Swanson and Happ, triples by Horner and Ballesteros, a home run for Ian Happ. Total bases, Kelly had 1, Busch had 2, Swanson had 2, Horner had 4, Ballesteros had 4, Happ had 7, and Castro had 1. Hit by pitches, Dansby Swanson had 1, the Cubs left 10 men on base. Now for the pitching, first for the Rays, Shane Baz got the loss, pitched 2 1/3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 5 runs, all 5 were earned, walked 3, struck out 5, no home runs. Edwin Uceta, an inning and 2/3, gave 2 hits, 1 run, that run was earned, struck out 1, gave up a home run. Kevin Kelly 1 inning, struck out 2. Griffin Jax 1 inning, gave up a hit, struck out 3. Urs went 1 inning and a third, gave up 3 hits, 2 walks, struck out 1. Gary Clevenger went 2/3 of an inning for a total of 8 innings pitched, 12 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned runs, 5 walks, 12 strikeouts, 1 home run for Rays pitching. For the Cubs, Matthew Boyd got the win. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, all 4 were earned, walked 2, struck out 1, gave up a home run. Porter Hodge pitched an inning, struck out 1. Drew Pomeranz pitched an inning, struck out 1. Brad Keller pitched an inning, struck out 2. And Andrew Kittredge pitched an inning, struck out 1. And got the save, his 4th of the season. And that finishes a total of 9 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 runs, all 4 were earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, 1 home run to finish out the stats. Well, that's going to do it for today's ball game. Once again, the Cubs win it 6-4. Thank you for listening on this broadcast today. And until next time, we will most likely have the second game of this 3-game set here on Shy Sports Live tomorrow. We will not have the third game on Sunday, though. With that being said, that's going to do it for today's broadcast. Cubs win it 6-4. Thank you all for listening. This has been a presentation of Shy Sports Live.